Supposed to talk to artist guy, but whatever. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crinier. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Excusez-moi, monsieur. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? Cough, cough. I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change? You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? Considering wallet is an actual thing, money might be important in this game. But I'm not sure. I mean, you know, I gotta give him 1 franc. Come on. Here you go. Stay safe, madam. Many thanks to ya, messieurs. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure a mother and child have something to eat is the least I can do. What am I going to do, standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson, we've got business to attend to. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-panelled foyer of Chateau Crinier. Oh, look at this place. Baron Rogiel must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, chocolate factories, maybe? Hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of that thing. Is he here right now? You're probably going to think I'm stupid because I know nothing about French or France. Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Hey, Baron, we'd like a word. How's that? Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. Oh man, he's got a whole different sound when text comes up. Did I hear my name? Great Baron Roguel, property owner extraordinaire at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? Not quite. I am Private Attorney J.J. Falcon, and this is my... Oops. I am Private Attorney J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate, Sparrowson. Lawyers, eh? You know, you aren't the first to have passed through here today. Oh? Yes, this jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions, then hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. Do you know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps. I have a hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial. A friend of yours? Something like that. So he is the prosecutor. And he's twitchy. Maybe he has a toupee. Comb over. Like a certain ace attorney prosecutor we may know. So what may I do for your messieurs? We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself. Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Well, be my guest. You will find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... unfortunate incident. Oh, can we see the finished photograph? I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations. So where shall we go first? Let's go to the lounge. It's the super tall goat. Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken. Psst, hey Falcon, did you see that? See what? The housemaid totally just did something shifty. Shifty? I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it. Excuse me, mademoiselle. Ah. Yes, who are you two policemen? No, we're private attorneys. My name's J.J. Falcon. And I'm Sparrowson. Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Duhart. So, what can I help you messieurs with today? We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? That's fine. Let me just grab a chair. That's better. What was it you wanted to ask? You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers. Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess? No, I was just a little nervous after all the drama of last week. Are you sure there isn't anything that you're hiding? It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts. Right. And, wait, what? No, that's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson. It isn't? What do we do then? I'll tell you later. Honestly, messieurs, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask? We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room? Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photograph session for myself. Can I look at it? Huh. No, it doesn't seem I can inspect anything. Alrighty. Let's see. The cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon. And where was the camera pointed? Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock. I know, the painting on it totally clashes with the decor. I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands. I suppose so. You are correct. This one doesn't seem to have hands either. Also, it's the same clock, but they look totally different to me. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Rogia just keeps it around as a conversation piece. Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it. Is there something else you want to ask? It's no problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. I tried. See, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams, and... Well, never mind, I'm rambling. It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else? Silverware, perhaps? You know about that? Yeah, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me. That's one mystery solved, at least. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would hate to break his trust. But you stole from him. You don't exactly deserve his trust, frickin' goat. So where to next, big bird? Let's go to the garden. Dame Cataline said that she found Monsieur Grundy on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place. Hey, Falcon, do the crime scene investigation thing. The crime scene investigation thing? Yeah, you know that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail? You mean search for evidence? Yeah, do that. That's not a bad suggestion. I wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. Another beautifully made horse statue. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yep, eventually we just realized it was filling up on horse. On hors d'oeuvres. Oh no. Sparrowson, is this necessary? The mane almost looks lifelike. Would you say it behooves you to stroke it? No. No, I would not. This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid, carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin. It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon. That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in to take a closer look, just to be sure. Yeah, I suppose we should. Oh, I apologize, I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrowson, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin. Me? No way! If you want to go wading, do it yourself. I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and puddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. There's only one reasonable way to settle for this. We'll flip for it. Flip for it? Yep, I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome, get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So what'll it be, heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squiggles? Gotta go plant squiggles. Plant squiggles? It's called a wreath, Sparrowson. Sure, I'll bet on the plant squiggles. Here I go. Darn! It's heads. Should have gone with the old Emperor Falcon. Gah, fine. Hold my shoes. You should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. Ah, you're back. Had a good swim. No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though. What is this? It's brown and sticky, and it smells weird. Don't tell me that you picked up a very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Rogiel. Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house, after all. I'll stash it in the evidence locker, just in case. I said locker, but I meant folder. Is there anything else we need to do here? So I'm starting to think that when they say that, we're actually done. And there's only 5 things to click on in this place anyway. And a joke, a horse walks into a bar, and the barkeep says, "Why the long face? Yes, yes, we've all heard that one." What? No, the barkeep says, "You've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under the stable." I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes. Ha! 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 Baron Rogiel certainly likes his horse statues. I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Baby should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding. Yeah, I think we're done. I think we're done here. Good call, but you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time. Don't push your luck. Did you messieurs have a good look around? I trust everything was in order. We had a good look, thank you, Baron, but we actually have some questions for you. Please ask away. I have nothing to hide. We met your housemate, Colleen Duhart. She's a courteous young lady, isn't she? Yes, she was more than willing to help us with our investigation. I'm glad to hear it. Did you two want to ask something else? Baron Rogiel, I would like to talk about your activities on the night of the murder. Oh ho, am I in trouble? That remains to be seen. Does it now? I don't particularly care for your tone. I'm just asking questions, Baron. If you have nothing to hide, then you should be able to give a straight answer. Uh-oh, the music's gone. Listen well, garçon. I make more money in 10 minutes than you make in a week. I pay extortionate amounts of taxes to the government so that law lackeys like you can keep your cozy jobs. And yet you have the audacity to waltz into my own home and accuse me of being a murderer. You have 10 seconds to get off my property, or I will ensure that the next trial you attend will be your own. Whoops. Pissed him off. Don't say anything. What was it you told me as we went in? Let's act with tact and finesse. Shut up. What was it you called me? A drunken warthog? I don't need this. I'm going back to the office. The Palace of Justice houses the High Court, a place reserved for only the most serious of crimes. So are we going to the court now? Are we going to have the trial? Oh, that's cool. Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palace of Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande Instance. I don't know. The Tribune of Grand Instance? Is that what it would be in English? Are you nervous, Falcon? No, of course not. I've played so much Ace Attorney, we have this in the bag. Look at my feathers, see? Totally unruffled. Wow. At least one of us is feeling confident. Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson. Is there anything you need me to do? No, we've got a handle on things. Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case. That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through. Let's move it along, fellas. I'll be waiting from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon. We will. Are we ready? Yeah, we're ready. Oh, it's the freaking trial. Judge Maxime. Alright, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here? J.J. Falcon, present. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Rupert Rabbington, present. The ready is prosecution, Your Honor. Oh, darn, that's not it. Gosh, where are my notes? Ha! I knew it! Knew what? Rupert and I went to Paris Law School today. Together. He was in all of my classes. Oh, was he smart? No. He always scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his 2 rabbit's feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag. That's good to know, but say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, then who scored the lowest? I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate. Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Are the jury all present? All present and accounted for, Your Honor. Hey, Falcon, I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8? Oh, those 2 birds with the funny hats are assessors. The associate judges. Everything seems to be order. Everything seems to be in order. So let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline Damiao. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.